Hey folks, Sheilah here from Design Files. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about the crop tool within the Moodboard Editor and the different ways that you can use it to really enhance your designs. Now, the crop tool is a tool that I use anytime I'm creating any design. It doesn't matter if it is a simple concept board or a full room mockup, and usually I'm using it more than once as I'm building out my designs. So I thought I'd put together a quick video just to show you some of the more common use cases that I run into, and maybe that would give you a sense for the different ways that you can use this tool to just streamline your process and help clean up some of your design boards. So let's start with this simple example right here. You can see that I've got a full room mockup, but with this chair right here, I've got the legs of the chair that are hanging outside of the room image. And I'm a bit of a fuss pot, so I don't want to see something like this. I want this to look like a clean snapshot, like an actual photo of the space. So for me, I'm just going to select this chair here. I'm going to go over to the toolbar and I'm going to click on the crop tool. Now, when I do that, you're going to see a selection box that's going to appear around the selected item. All you need to do is pull on the corners and then just bring it up to the space that you want. So in this case, I'm matching the edge of the room image, and then I'll hit apply. And it's just going to cut off all of that excess product image that I don't want to see. Another really common use case for me would be cases where I'm adding curtains to the wall here. So I'm going to drag out this image right here. If you found an image online for some curtain panels, it probably looks something like this. And it's shot within a space, and there's a little bit of work that we're going to need to do here if we want to be able to use it within our room mockups and have the ability to distort it on the wall. So the way that I would approach this would be to first select this image. I'm going to use the background removal tool. I'm going to use the magic remover. We're just going to get rid of any of the excess background product or background image here. So you can see I've been left with the two curtain panels. So we'll hit save. Now in my case, I need just one of these curtain panels. So what I'm going to do is I'll use the crop tool again, click on that, and I'm just going to crop down to just one of the curtain panels here. We'll hit apply. And now that I've got this, I can take it over to the side here, and I'm just going to line it up. We'll scale it down to get it to the right size. And then I would use the perspective tool right here. And then we're just going to pull on the corners here, and we're going to line it up so it looks like it's lying flat against the wall, just like this. And I'll just pop that corner up a little bit more. And then you can deselect, and you've basically got your curtain panel, and it looks like it's realistically lying flat against the wall and on this curtain rod. So this I use anytime I am building out a full room mockup. Now, the crop tool doesn't just come with a rectangular crop, so there is a circle crop as well. So let's say I wanted to add this mirror to this particular design. I could go into the crop tool right here, and then I'll switch over to the circular crop right here, and you'll see a circular blue line surrounding it. So again, all you're going to do is pull down the corners here just to get that circle crop to match the edge of your mirror, and once you've lined it all up, go ahead and hit apply, and it will remove that background image so you have a nice clean image of this mirror that you can apply to the wall. Now, the circle crop also comes in really handy if you're going to do something like this, where you might create a color scheme on your concept boards, or you want to have circular samples of fabric or different wood finishes or anything like that. So the way that you would do this, I'm just going to pull out a few paint samples here as an example. Now, I wouldn't scale these down individually. What I would actually do is to make sure that they are all scaled to the same size, I'm going to select one, I'm going to hold down Shift. If you're on a Mac, you're going to hold down Command, and then select the other ones. Scale them all at once so you can make sure everything is the same size, and then once you have them to the size you want, then you can select off, click on the individual ones, go to the crop tool, flip over to the circle option, and apply it. And then that way you'll ensure that all of your paint swatches or any sort of samples that you've created are all the same size. And then from there, you can select each and every one of these, and you can just move them around. You'll see your grid lines pop on, and that will help ensure that all of your samples are lined up and ready to go so you have a nice clean design. So there you go. There are a few of the more common use cases that I've run into for needing the crop tool and just kind of speeding up my overall process. And I hope some of those options have helped you give you an idea of the different ways that you can use it as well. If you do have any questions about how to use the crop tool, feel free to reach out to us on the live chat. We're always happy to help. Thanks for watching.